Hello and welcome to the Easily Excitable podcast. My name is Top and with me this week is Shoban. Hey man, how's it going?
Good man, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. This is kind of like the first time that we're recording, and the last time we chatted wasn't a podcast. It was more so we've played a lot of games together. So I'm just like, oh yeah, we've been talking a lot because I was like looking back at who the previous guests have been. I was just like, oh, it's been like 2 months since Shoban's been on, so like, why don't I reach out to him? Because we've just been chatting and playing games for like the last month anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's like
not really.
We've at least been talking twice a week, like two
or
three
so
times a
yeah,
week.
just, catching up there. But we've been playing Diablo. It's a lot of fun. I've talked about Diablo at length on here, but this season's kind of mad. You're playing a demon hunter, I'm playing a monk, Rachel's playing a wizard.
Yep.
Kind of want to start my witch doctor, but there's still a few items I'm hunting down for my whatever class I'm playing right now. My monk.
Right.
And like that will help me get to where I want to be.
No, of course. Yeah, no, it's been great playing with you guys because like I've been playing the game for a while, but I've never actually actively played the seasons. I've just been going through the story all the time. So I've learned so much from you guys. You're just like, oh yeah, you could do this, and this is Kanai's cube, and this is all this, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm learning so much right now.
Yeah, I was playing this morning, and I'm looking for this one belt, and I just cannot find it for the life of me. And I've bought so many belts from Kadala, and I'm just like, I just need this one belt, and I can get so much further.
Yeah.
And it's just getting that done. I'm just it's the one item I'm looking for, and I just cannot find it. But I'm getting there. But it'll be fun when it all comes together. You're playing Demon Hunter. What's the set for Demon Hunter? Is it the Impale set, or is it like the Unhallowed Essence
I think it's called like Natalia's Vengeance or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not bad. I have a majority of the set, and I'm still using it. Gonna start maybe playing around with Kanai's cube to empower it with other abilities in case.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm literally just farming Death's Breath so I can upgrade my necklace to a from a rare to a legendary. Yeah. And then I have all the. Somehow, when I did the Empower or the Greater Rift runs, I got all the gems I needed in the first 3. So I'm like,
madness. I've done like 25, and I've only just got the last one I needed.
Oh man, yeah. So I've just been running them and just upgrading everything all at once. I've been
nice.
The worst was I think it took me 3 days to enchant my ring to actually give me a gem slot.
And I'm like that with my necklace at the moment, or my amulet. I just need it. I can't get it.
Yeah, it's like, why won't you give this to me? I've spent so much money and items. Just give it to me.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. I'm just relying on RNG to just get the one thing I'm after now that's just a belt. Yeah. And then I need to find rings as well, but rings aren't too bad. Hopefully I'll find the one I need relatively quickly, but who knows. But, that should, like, the toughness from that belt should put me able to do the GR70, so like that's what I'm aiming for, but I think it's massive. But it's gonna get me to where I want it to be. And I've been playing with Atlas and Genesis from the Good Guy Gamers as well recently, because they've been playing Diablo 3, and so we just had a crazy time. And they carried me through a GR70, and like I went up like 49 Paragon levels in like 5 minutes. I was like, this is absolutely mad. We were just having a great time, and then Jen's just rolled a wizard, so he's looking for stuff on that. And so it's just
nice.
It's cool that there's just people actually playing it at the moment as well, especially like with the new patch changes. So things are a bit more powerful than they were in the past.
Exactly.
But it is a lot of fun, and I do like the looty grindy stuff, which is kind of me all over. But
right.
What are we gonna do? So how's everything going? I know that we immediately went off on started talking about Diablo 3. But yeah.
Yeah.
How are things?
Things are good. So I just got the word on Friday that so actually since December, I've been in this almost training boot camp for work.
Okay.
Where normally what they do is they'll just say, "All right, here you go," and then you just get tossed in and you have to deal with clients and you have to. So my job is really doing credit applications and meeting with small business clients and trying to get them approved for loans. If they need a mortgage, I can refer them to the right people and just kind of be present in the market. So normally, again, when you get that job, you're just kind of tossed in and you're like, you have no idea how anything works. Who cares? You got maybe 1 week of training and then you're good. So I guess it hasn't been working. So what the bank has decided to do was take myself and 2 other people and put us on a pilot where we work out of the advice center where there are a bunch of people that are there that if you call in, they can do the setup for the credit and see if you're approved over the phone. So they're like, all right, those guys get 8 weeks of training, plus they also get to be they get to run they get to answer calls and everything, but they're not required to fill any statistics or do anything like that for a while. So you guys are going to get pulled into that and then go through everything. So I've been working there since December. It's been 8 to 4, and we got on the phones, I want to say, at the end of January, which, I mean, and it's been a good experience because I've gone from not understanding anything in terms of how the system works to really kind of just flying through it, and I've been getting a lot of cool requests. Like one guy, he's a lobster fisherman, and he needs money to finance repairs on his boat. And I'm like, well, I never would have got this guy because there's no fisheries near me. And then got a lot of trucking companies that would call in for stuff. So because they're going to be probably the more standard companies I'll be dealing with, it's been easier for me to go through everything and explain stuff with them. So I just got word that I'm going to be going back out into the field on March 1st. So I'm excited for that because I get to actually sleep in. And I get to take my time, and I get to use my work laptop again, so I can work from home if I need to, and so like that's been good. Still going to the gym, just been doing that nonstop. So I feel like I've been on this thing where they've wanted me to do like a boxing diet, so I've just been eating. They're the exact opposite of any normal diet because they say all you need to do is eat carbs and protein. And then just work out for 3 hours. And I'm like, okay. So every day I'm like eating a bagel, like 2 bagels for breakfast. I'm having like just pasta for dinner and like just all this food. And then I go work out and I'm like, I don't know how this is going to help, but I've gained like 5 pounds. I've actually like seen a difference in muscle and I'm like, oh wow, this is actually, who knew that diet and exercise would help like change how everything looks.
Crazy.
And just with games I've been playing obviously Diablo 3 but I also canceled my WoW subscription, so I haven't touched that at all. That's
fair enough.
First time I think it's been canceled in 6 years.
Ooh, madness.
And I've been playing a lot of Super Smash Brothers just because everybody around me started playing it, and I'm like, when did this happen? Just like it went from the point where I would play the previous Smash Brothers game, and everybody's like, "Man, that game is stupid. Get out of here! Like, you don't need to play that. We got a PS4 or whatever." And now I walk around and everybody has a Switch. Like they're in their 30s, they have a Switch, and they're playing Smash Brothers, and I'm like, "What? This is great, but what?"
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I went over to my friend to play D&D the other day. I turned up early before like twins turned up.
Right.
And my friend has a Switch and he's just like, "Oh, let's play some Smash." I'm just like, never played Smash before.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who he played, but I played. Oh no, I can't even. Oh no, I played Link.
Okay.
I think he played Dr. Mario. or he just played regular Mario.
Yeah.
Whatever happened, he beat me 3-1.
Okay.
Because we were playing stock, so he eliminated my lives, and I took him out only once.
Right.
But yeah, it was a crazy time.
It's absolutely madness. And then they have a section called Spirit Board or Spirit Tracks or something. I can't remember what it's actually called. But it's almost like their single player game where you can go around the board and face characters that are powered up by certain things, and you can, or certain spirits, and you can go and you can modify your characters that you want to play with these spirits, and then try to take them down, and you unlock their spirits and everything. It's crazy, and it takes up so much time. Just
fair enough.
Oh yeah, also been going through D&D, so first time I've played it.
Oh yeah, nice. How are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Like, I picked a half orc barbarian. So
classic.
Yeah,
that's what I started with, man. Like,
oh really?
I had a great time with it. Yeah.
I'm just like, actually, this is the first time I've ever played it. Period. So I didn't even know what dice I need to use. I couldn't read anything on my character sheet. So I'm like, But Derek's been great with going through everything. Everybody, it's just so much fun going with like the group we have.
Yeah.
I think somehow my character has evolved into Kratos. So that's all that's happening. Like, I just scowl everywhere. I just rage and kill things, and then I just intimidate, and then everybody's like, no, we're leaving now. We're leaving.
Yeah, I remember playing Half Orc Barbarian. It's just like, I'm just gonna hit things hard.
Like, at one point we attacked I think it was a goblin camp. And there was a giant bell in the middle, and so we were able to cut the bell down, but I just took the bell and just put it over my head, and was just fighting with it, and then we go back to town, and then there was a guard there that said some annoying stuff, so I took the bell off my head, took my axe and just smashed it right beside him. Just on the ground. It was, everybody's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just having fun.
Having fun. Making noise.
Yeah.
Causing problems for the DM to solve. That's his job.
See, you should see Derek's face, man. Every time I say anything or do anything, he just looks at me and he puts his head in his hands and he's like, what am I supposed to do?
Fair enough. Well, yeah. What was I gonna say about D&D? It's a lot of fun in it. So I don't think there's much else to say there.
Yeah,
it's just real enjoyable, isn't it?
Definitely is.
Yeah. So I've been doing some I just felt like I've done loads of stuff over the last week. Like, my apartment sale finished on Friday, and that was awesome. That's done now. And then I needed to close all the accounts associated with it, gas, electric, water, make sure that anywhere that's got that address on it needs to be changed. I've got a few that I need to still sort out.
Right.
And then, like, I sold my car on Friday as well. So within like 5 minutes, I got a call from my solicitors. I was in the office selling my car.
Oh, wow.
I got a call from my solicitor that they said everything's done. Completed the sale of the car. That was done. Got in the car to leave, like my dad's car, because he was with me.
Right.
And got a call from the estate agent saying everything's done, and so it was all sorted. And I was just like, this is absolutely mad. And yeah, then like when I was driving away, just started calling up places and being like, everything's done. Just close the accounts. And so that's all done, and I'm just like, I can do so much stuff. So I spent yesterday and today going through all the boxes and stuff that I bought over from my apartment, which was, 10 months ago, so it's been sitting around for ages. But now I don't need any of the paperwork that I had kicking around.
Right.
So now that I know I don't need it, I can be like, right, I can actually throw that away. So I went through everything with a critical eye. I don't know how much I went through, but I went through 5 boxes, like 5 thick boxes of paperwork that I had just sitting around, and was like, do I need this? No. Chuck it away. Do I need this? Yes, it's a payslip from 2005. Why do I still need it? I don't know. It just goes in that pile. So, yeah, I went through so much stuff. And then I just went through all the boxes with all the stuff that I had in it. Like,
right.
I found in one of the boxes I had my 3DS, and I just pulled that out, and I'm just like, I haven't used you in a while. I probably should, because I have like 2 games that I've barely played. I've got Star Fox, the Star Fox remaster,
right,
Star Fox 64 remaster, and the and Ocarina of Time.
Oh,
I've never given Ocarina of Time the time of day, so yeah, now I'm like, okay, I need to go through that.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there was just like old speakers and stuff that I had just kicking around. I'm just like, don't need that either.
Yeah.
Then I rationalised all my books, threw away all the magazines that I had. Just really eliminating stuff. I'm like, am I going to take it to America? No, chuck it away. So that's kind of a good test for things as well. Right. Am I going to take it to America? No, throw it away. Am I going to take it to America? Yes. Put it in the corner for the moment and just re-rationalise it later when I'm actually trying to cut down on everything. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy doing all of that. But yeah, I'm being very liberal with what I'm throwing out as well. I'm going to try and throw out as much as I can because I don't need much of what I've got. Of course. I think that's just like one of the things. Like, I did this a few years ago as well because I used to get like Nerd Block and Loot Crate and all those things. Mm-hmm. And you just gather all this crap and and I was just like, why do I have all this? And yeah. Now I'm throwing stuff away. It feels almost like that, apart from some of the stuff has like way more meaning and intention behind it, like bank statements and stuff like that. But yeah, just got to really cast a critical eye over things and be like, okay, I really don't need this stuff anymore.
Exactly. No, it's always good to go through it and just kind of do a full clean out. Like, I've done it a few times because I've moved so much. It's just like... It's great because I sit down and I'm like, do I need all this stuff to carry halfway across the province or pretty much to America? No? All right, it's gone. Do I need this sitting in my parents' place? Nope. All right, you're gone. Like, it's so good to get that stuff cleaned out and figured out.
Yeah. So I still have some more work to do, but I think I've done the vast majority of it now, which is good. I'm going to try and work on it throughout the week so that by the end of the week I'm just like, I know exactly what's going to America, I know exactly what I'm selling, and I know exactly what I'm throwing away. Right. So hopefully I'll have an idea of what's going on. But we will see. So what else have I been doing? I've been playing some games. Diablo 3 is one of them, but I've also played a little of Path of Exile. Really do need to spend more time playing that game. Right. But, like, because in the end game, trying to get to defeat the bosses, like the high level bosses, and it's real difficult to get through that end game. It is a real challenge. It's not easy, and yeah, it's real tough. Right. It requires a lot of investment and like learning how the game all works and is put together. But of course, it's enjoyable, it's fun. And then I've been playing Apex Legends. I've played like 3 or 4 games of it, so I am no expert in any way.
So what is that game?
Okay, so it's kind of like PUBG and Fortnite in that it's a battle royale. Okay. But whereas those, like, each of those have their own unique quirks, right? PUBG, you've got big open world. Right. And you load in, pick up your stuff, and contest. In Fortnite, you load in, and then you can build stuff, build buildings and stuff, and deconstruct buildings. Right. In Apex Legends, you have 8 different character classes that you can choose from. Okay. Each of which plays differently, has an ultimate ability, a passive, and 2 active abilities that you can use. And you are automatically formed into a team of 3. Okay. Every time. Or you can load in with 2 people that you know. But you get paired up or grouped up with 2 other people, And so there's a bunch of different elements to it. There's set weapon categories that you've got. There's like sniper rifles, machine guns, submachine guns, pistols, shotguns, a few other things as well. And then there's grenades that you can throw, and you've got, but like the character classes that you've got a healer, someone that can utilize movement and dash around invisibly. And like their ultimate ability opens a portal in 2 different places, so you can move your team between locations.
Okay. If
you can like traverse well, so that's interesting. And yeah, it plays well. When you're like going down a hill, if you're running and you crouch, you'll slide.
Okay.
But you'll slide all the way to the bottom of the hill, so you can just slide. So the movement speed's like massive. Which is real cool to see. And like utilizing movement's really interesting because you can create beacons. So like in PUBG and Fortnite, like you jump into the map, and as you jump in, you can direct where you want to go.
Right.
You jump in Apex Legends, but you can also create beacons that you can travel up and then fly to other locations. Like within reason, you can't elevate yourself to get over barriers you can't get over,
okay.
But you can still like fly to different locations, so you can traverse the whole map relatively quickly, although that makes you kind of obvious to the enemies,
right?
And so the focus is really on teamwork, and with the teamwork what you can do is you can like ping different things. Like if one of your team's looking for certain ammo, you can ping the ammo. Or if there's an enemy that you spot and you're going to engage with them, right, you can ping the enemy, so everyone on your team then gets the location of that enemy.
Okay.
So then you can coordinate yourselves to try and take them on.
Okay.
And yeah, it is very quickly picked up. Like, I don't know if it was released earlier in the week. It might have been.
Right.
But as soon as it came out, everyone like immediately jumped on it and just like, this is cool.
Really?
It plays really well. It's from Respawn, the guys who did Titanfall and Titanfall 2.
Ah, okay.
So the movement's really, really good. In Titanfall 2, there was wall running and like double jumps and stuff like that, but that's gone from that. Well, that's not present in Apex Legends.
Okay.
And like according to the developer, they tried it out and it just didn't work. Like with the traversal that they've already got in the game, it just didn't work well for how the rest of the game plays.
Right, of course.
And so yeah, it's really cool. Like I said, you get put in a team of 3, and yeah, you've just got to coordinate and find weapons to pick up, use your abilities to keep your team going.
Okay.
And yeah, if someone goes down, like you're not out until all 3 of your team are eliminated, because you can get revived. There's respawn points around the map, so you can get downed and your teammate can revive you. Okay. And if you don't get revived in that time, then your teammate can pick up the tag from your chest and go to a respawn point and revive you there. Okay. Getting to that point when you're kind of alone is challenging, obviously, right, because somehow you've engaged with another team. Maybe your team's eliminated the whole of the other team, so you've actually got the opportunity to recover your teammates and get to a respawn point. But at that point, there's only one of you, so you've got to be really, really careful. Much like PUBG, I'm not sure, I haven't played Fortnite, but I assume Fortnite's the same. The zone of play changes and shrinks in size to force action. So
right, okay,
yeah. It's intense. There's only 60 players in a game, which means of teams of 3, you've got 20. So you have a rough idea. There's counters everywhere that say there's this many players left and this many teams left. And it all just seems to work really, really well, and it's quite fun from what I've played so far.
Nice. I might actually check it out. Like I've never heard anything about this. I've only just seen things pop up in articles and things.
I only heard about it, I think, on Friday, and I was like, okay, I'm going to check this out. Downloaded it yesterday morning,
Wow.
and played a few games, and I was just like, okay, cool. I'll play this game. It's enjoyable.
Right.
It's a quick game. If I don't really know the finesse and strategy surrounding, oh god, what's the term? Battle royales in general. It is a first person style one as well.
Okay.
I think Fortnite and PUBG. PUBG you can play first person perspective. But Fortnite I think's third person only. I'm not sure. I haven't played Fortnite. But Apex Legends, like, yeah, you get a team of 3, and it's kind of elimination. And I guess I'm gonna tell my Destiny friends about it because they're all a fire team. We work in teams of 3 pretty well.
That's perfect.
So I'm kind of like, they will probably really, really enjoy this.
There you go.
And the game's free.
Oh wow,
it's
really?
Free because it's driven by microtransactions. You buy things to get cosmetics for your weapons. So when you pick up a weapon of a certain kind, it'll have your skin on it.
Right. Okay.
So that's where the microtransactions come in.
That's cool.
And obviously, like, the rarer ones are more expensive. So yeah,
okay,
it's interesting, and I don't really know what else to say other than I've given it a try out, and I was expecting to be like, it's another battle royale, I'm not going to enjoy this, but
right.
I had a great time. And like my first game, I got paired with someone whose first game it was also, so I'm just like, that's a bad time. And then the second game, I got paired with someone who was pretty decent, and we eliminated a team as a group, like coordinated our attack around some rocks, and flanked them and beat them, and then I think I got sniped in the next area, and I was like, this feels gross. But yeah, it was it was cool. I watched a guy called Skill Up and his video explaining why he thinks it's great.
Okay.
Although his opinions on things I kind of really respect, because like of the way he like talks about the games and like does in-depth reviews of things.
Right.
And he's talked a lot about Destiny, and he's talked about Anthem recently. There's another thing. I gave the Anthem demo a go. I can't remember when I actually talked about that. Did you see anything about Anthem?
Nothing too much, no.
Okay, so Anthem, the demo was out the last few weekends. It's coming out. If the date today is the 10th, I think. Okay. It's coming out on the 22nd, so it's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And it's a third-person shooter action kind of game where you're in squads of up to 4 people. And it kind of plays like Destiny in that you get like legendary crafting materials and just crafting materials in general, and then you can like add modifiers on to whatever activity you're doing, as well as there's like different events to do. There's like a story to go through. There's strike-like activities like Destiny that are called strongholds, and then there's like legendary contracts which form the end game. Okay. I was thinking, this will be a really cool game to get into, have fun with, and just really explore and have a great time.
Right.
But in the demo that was available, one of the strongholds was available.
Okay.
But it turns out there's only 3 strongholds in the end game right now. So I've already played 1/3 of the like main stuff you'd be playing for the end game.
Right.
And I'm just like, that's just a bit disappointing, really, because like what can I expect to do? Because I don't know. It's just tough to think about, really, because I'm just like, I've done 1/3 of what the end game of the available end game is going to be.
Okay.
Do I really want to invest my time in it right now? But it is BioWare, so I'm just like, okay, BioWare usually make great games.
Right.
We'll see what's going on.
Okay.
And then, it's BioWare, and I hope that they do treat it like Bungie have treated Destiny and make it better over time. But it's definitely not worthy of being a day one purchase for me. So,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to look into it as soon as it's released. I think maybe give it half a year to a year before I pick it up.
Fair enough.
As absurd as that sounds, it's probably going to have to be the way it is. Because it might take some time to get to a point where there's actually enough end game content to really invest the time in.
Right.
But
are you gonna try to keep up with the patch notes, or?
I don't know. I'll try and follow some people that I know are going to be playing it and see when they say now's the time to start playing.
Right.
Because I know a lot of people that I followed that played Destiny were also like, yeah, I'll give Anthem a go. And we'll probably look at that. But when they were playing Destiny 2 in year 1, they were like, I wouldn't recommend anyone get it. And then as soon as Forsaken came out, and like it was 3 or 4 weeks after that had come out, they're like, okay, now is the time I'd recommend getting into the game.
Got it.
So, yeah. I want to see what happens with the Division 2 as well. Because that's another one that's coming out that looks like it has potential to be a good looty-shooty kind of game.
Right.
You know, the first one eventually got good.
Yeah, it definitely took a while to pick up.
Yeah, but I didn't pick up the Division until it got to that point. And then I never even played it because everyone had already stopped playing it.
Right.
But I'll probably coordinate with the guys I play Destiny with about Division 2.
Okay.
And if it looks like it's going to be great on release, we'll probably all pick it up and play that. Especially as there's going to be raids in Division 2 as well that are for up to 8 people. And considering we're a pretty decent squad of 6 most of the time, like, I think it'll be worthwhile investing in Division 2. Admittedly, I'm talking about all these games and I'm just like, I don't know when I'm leaving the country and whether I'm going to keep certain accounts or whether I'm going to like set up American accounts for certain things.
Right. I thought they changed it now where at least the accounts you can switch over easy from different regions. Like I know, what was it? Microsoft made it easier now where they just kind of made it universal. And then I'm not too sure.
That'd be real handy.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure about
PlayStation is very challenging to do
is
anything
it?
because I've got a friend who's in Alaska.
Oh wow!
He moved from Wales to Alaska. He's not just from Alaska, right?
Right, of course.
And so in Alaska, he needs to buy. He either needs to buy currency from Amazon UK, or buy the games and get them shipped across.
Right.
Or buy UK download codes as well.
Oh man!
So, and I'm like, I don't really want to be doing that, but if I have to, I have to. But especially with like Destiny, everything's invested in that specific account,
right?
So I'm never going to be able to migrate that to a different account.
Oh man!
And there's weapons that are there that I've got in Destiny 2 that the quests don't exist for anymore.
Okay.
So even if I got a new account, I'd never be able to get those weapons again.
Right.
So it's just like, oh no, you've forced my hand, I'm stuck. But yeah, kind of a crazy time.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to chat about?
We covered a lot today.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about a lot of stuff.
Trying to think if there's anything. I can't think if there's anything else. Like, went through Diablo, went through D&D. Like, those are basically the big points of big 2 games I'm playing right now. So,
yeah, fair enough. Okay, then I'll add this. I've been writing a lot of music.
Okay.
I finished a song last week. I've just finished all the music for a new song today, as the day we're recording this. I'm just waiting for the lyrics and vocals to get sorted out. So that should be out. From the thing that... Well, before I started this round of Game of Bands, I'd come up with something I was like, I'm going to use that for this round. As soon as I started, the guy that I was like teamed with, he's like, oh, I'm not really good with heavy guitar music. I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll come up with something else.
Right.
So I have like a whole song idea that I've like got just sitting here. Okay. I've not done anything with yet, so I'm like, okay, I've still got that to work on. And then while I was recording, I came up with something. I'm just like, oh, I really like how this sounds, but it doesn't fit the rest of the song.
Right.
So I've got another song that I can work on. I'm just like, this is like a great start for the year. That I've already got like 4 potential songs, 2 of which are going to be two of which will be complete by the end of the week.
Right.
And I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. I'm really like digging that. I'm actually able to create music. I woke up this morning and my brain was just like, oh, why don't you put like a keyboard and guitar solo in unison?
Oh man.
And as cool as that sounds, I am not capable of doing that. So I gave up on that idea.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I was like, oh, what if I did this? Like in my brain, I'm just like, I can hear it, but actually it doesn't thematically fit with the rest of the song. So I was like,
right.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to abandon that. And like, I'm sure I can do it, but now is not the time to try it, I think.
Right, of course.
Maybe in a song in the future, but yeah. And then I need to find the right tone for my guitar. Guitar tone's pretty easy because I know what I'm looking for to dial in. But to find a synth that I can dial in as well, that's the bit that, like, to make it match as well. So, and make sure I get the right decay on it and everything.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, like that's what I've been looking at. But yeah, fun. I've got more music coming out soon.
Perfect.
And yeah, while I'm doing all my stuff with all my all the stuff I'm tidying and throwing away, I want to try and record more music at the same time.
Perfect.
I don't try and do things by half, do I? I'm just like, oh, just pile it on.
Yeah, you're just all in or nothing.
Yeah, I know. Oh well.
Yep.
Cool. Well, Shoban, where can we find you across the internet?
You can find me at Nabos across the internet, NABOHS. I was actually thinking about that. I've had that tag since 2003, 2004.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah, and it's like I've still been able to get it for everything. Like no one's taken it, and I'm just like, oh man, this is great. Like everything I've wanted, I've managed to grab it on. So it's been good.
Wicked. Cool. I can be found across the internet at Destroy Topham or at Ithfar. I have a website where I post journals daily, and this is the Easily Excitable podcast. Thanks, Shoban, for being my guest this week.
Thanks for having me, man. It's always good just catching up and going through it, even though we're probably going to talk soon and catch up on D3.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, cool. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Have an exciting week. Goodbye.
Bye.